Hello, good morning, my dear tinkers. This is your Tinker Master Srinivas from scientificstudents.com. Today, you will be amazed to see my tinkering on this 20th February 2025, as you are all going to celebrate National Science Day from today to 28th February 2025. So, I am so happy to share little my knowledge with you all to make you understand without soldering how I have connected a switch to make you understand the logic, the logic. So first you need to ask me one question like why you have connected this battery, battery connection with a crocodile clips and to the switch, and from the switch the connections are going to this motor. You need to ask me this question, okay? And of course, you might have another question that why you have brought your scissors lift from your car, okay? So I just brought this, scissors lift from my car, and I'm trying to do this tinkering because many times whenever people find their flat tire on their car, what they do is they just use it, and with manually here they keep one rod and then turn it, okay? So but however I have seen some other products in the same way with a motor, so that from the cigarette lighter connection of the car they can connect 12 volts of the battery through these connections, okay? This is the car battery, so they'll take a connection from the cigarette lighter socket point and then they switch on, and this fellow will come up so that their flat tire can be raised and removed from the car and then changed with a stiffen and all, right? But however, today I just wanted to go in a simple way without much expenses, because that motorized scissors lift is a bit expensive, okay? So as I'm a tinkering man, I thought, okay, let me do some tinkering over here. So you can understand, you can observe one important thing here, that there is some tinkering I did to this, the original, the regular, the scissors lift. But now what is the tinkering I did here, you see? You can understand, observe very greatly. If you observe the original one, then you will see what was the part, what was the portion I have cut it and removed, how I have cut it and removed, and up above that you can also understand how I have connected my motor shaft into the scissor shift shaft, the threaded portion, so that, if I switch on the motor, then instead of you manually rotate it, and this fellow, the motor shaft will rotate it, okay? I am going to show you that as well right now. But now my question is, how I made a hole to keep this nut bolt? That's another important question, because I made a small hole here and there, okay? Very tough job, my dear friends. They're making a hole. I don't think that a school kid can try to attempt to make a hole like that, but however, you can raise your skills to design such kind of things, okay? So design thinking, like the thinking required to design to make it something happen is more important, okay? So I just hardly I spent any money to connect this motor to this my regular scissor lift, okay? Now my important point I wanted to share with you, instead of using any soldering, here in the switch you see all the connections were established. So soldering is not important at many times, but of course soldering will help you for the proper connections and all. But if you are skilled enough, yeah, you can also connect the wires without much but at the same time you can also understand how good you can use the crocodile clips, okay? Right from my childhood days, I keep on using this kind of crocodile clips, for connecting many things. So now coming to the point, you guys are enjoying your robocars and all with whatnot, with kind of this kind of switches. But you are never trying to understand what is the electrical connections given in these tracks. So that is important, my dear friends, understanding the electrical connections from the switches. So what is making them stop at center if they press it into some other direction? So how the electricity is changing its direction, all that you need to understand. Just not making use of them is okay up to some extent, but after that next level you need to understand, after making use of all such kind of available, regular stuff. But no, then you can also understand importantly, because as earliest as you understand this basic logics and all, then you will explore the technology in a big way. So that's what is going to be STEM education. In this STEM education, particularly, I am trying to make you understand a lot of your science concepts, my dear friends, like, the torque and the power consumption, and then the mechanical advantage offered by this scissor lift. Why is that earlier days they have designed and made and fabricated this way? How the mechanism, the hinge mechanism is happening frictionlessly, how this is raising in number of turns, and at what height it can go up. All many variable things are there. Okay, so I think with my explanation you might be getting some bored, because you are very much, I know, eager to watch my tinkering, right? So I'm going to press this switch to one direction, then automatically motor will turn, and this way. Right now, I don't know which direction I am going to make it. You see, my dear friends, I am holding the motor because I am holding one cell phone to record this video for you, and also I am holding this motor. See, now what's happening? See, it is running. The motor is running. The scissor lift is going up. You see, up, it is going up. Okay. So, see, when it is anti-clockwise, the motor is rotating clockwise. Yeah, it is clockwise rotation. If the clockwise rotation, it is going nicely up, and it is lifting, so much of weight, all the car weight. This small battery is lifting. You see, now I am going to change I am going to stop it in between, and then, you see, I have stopped it in between, and then I am going to bring it down, so that, okay, you see, now it is going anti-clockwise, okay, and it is coming down. You can understand the height. It almost went up more than 12 inches plus 4 inches. So near about 16 inches, almost 1.5 feet it went up. Now it is coming down slowly, nicely. So you need to understand all such kind of tinkering, man. See how I tinkered so nicely. Why investing so much of money to import something from various countries? Okay, why can't we make everything local? So hardly you just need to invest some money here. For this less money you get, a lot of this thing. See, now it went down, and then you understood. So with this, I can make it all the required connections. So the reason today I am making this to make you understand many interesting things, like how I have connected without soldering, how the battery positive negative connected to the switch, and then from the switch how I have connected this motor. Okay, and then once I am keeping it in center, so motor is not running any direction, clockwise or anti-clockwise. Okay, but however, if I keep connected to one direction, then the motor is running clockwise, and if I change the direction of this switch to other position, then it is going in a reverse direction. Motor is reversing, like it is coming down, the scissor lift is coming down. So going up and coming down. So going up is to lift your car so that you can change your flat tire. And once you change the flat tire with your regular Stephen, whatever, then again you can press this switch reverse, and automatically that will come down, the scissor lift will come down, and then you can remove this Stephen out, and then you can keep it in your space to dicky place and all, right? So, but however, say this is a regular car battery. I just brought it for your understanding. I can connect these connections to the regular car battery. But however, here for my purposes, the small battery is sufficient enough, because the motor is that powerful, right? But with a simple powerful motor, you can raise it and bring it down. And now to make this happen, I tried with many motors, man, all these 12 volt DC motors, and finally I understood instead of using that big motors and all, this is sufficient enough. But how I am going to arrest this with this and another design, I am just thinking to prepare a flange and connecting this and all. So that's one other important part. Otherwise, if you just fix this motor to the chassis, grounds, and then automatically this position is going to be arrested. So I am going to design now something else, and I will make another video about all that once I am done with that. Okay, so now another question important. What is the electricity? Electrical energy. The power, you require to lift your car. That's the question. So how do you understand that power? Electrical energy, that what you need over here to lift your car of that load of tons, okay, that is needed because the capacity of this jockey is 2 ton. So may not be our regular cars, maybe because 4 wheels are sharing the load, so that that all that load may not be coming onto this particular scissor lift because only one wheel is loading onto this. So all the weight of that car divided by 4 is going to be point onto this, and this is more than sufficient to lift all that one tire loaded. Maybe at engine side it will make more, but back side it will be less, but whatever, it doesn't care. I have tested it. Okay, so now another most interesting question to you all, my dear friends, that why is that Srinivas today, your tinker master, started tinkering this particular scissors lift to make it what? Another most curious question to all of you. So suspicious question for all of you, right? I know, I understand, because you all like, every day my tinkering. But anyway, I am going to keep it a little secret for some time now, because I want to raise your curiosity so that you will also come out with many ideas, so that I don't know what your idea can give me a new idea to add on. Okay, that's how the innovation happens. Let us innovate. Okay, so happy tinkering and keep innovating. Signing off, your science friend, your tinkering master Srinivas from scientificstudents.com. I hope you enjoyed my tinkering today. Okay, so you need to, basically this logic is more important. That's why new people are using a lot of robocars and all, but not trying to understand this kind of logics, electrical logics. Very important. So no electronics is involved here, but electromechanical benefits of connecting electricity and magnetism together with the motors, and then mechanics design, understanding the design calculations. So how many rotations makes, what is the displacement vertical, all these things are very interesting, my dear friends. Okay, so these are the techniques. So this is another important nut which you have cut for testing all this, connecting to this side and all for various motors and all. And many tinkerings we have done. Okay, good. All the best. Take care. So bye bye. Signing off, your science friend, your tinker master Srinivas.